And my girlfriend's coming with me, and her mum, and her brother might be coming.
Hey.
Ooh, fancy.
Don't leave
Put
that in the
that
podcast.
It's just went live on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually.
fantastic news. At
So
least
you
it's not
just-
Michael Bublé.
Yeah, I was about to say, you've
Oh,
just got
thanks
it
for
on.
that. Thanks for that. Speaking
Oh,
of,
Christ.
anyway, seeing as we are now
So
live on
good as we're live
YouTube,
on YouTube.
everyone.
Hello, YouTube. So are we
Hello,
committed to the YouTube on this one, or?
It's live on YouTube, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Hello,
okay,
YouTube.
well,
I promise you, we will not be singing at you, but if you're nice enough and
You
if
are-
you ask in the comments, John might.
I possibly might. Anyway, sorry, Aaron, you might be a bit too young for this, but we are live on YouTube. Please do not swear. Reference from a program many, many years ago called Big Brother, which I think they've revamped recently, haven't they?
Yeah.
I've heard of Big Brother, yeah.
That was Davina McCall's line on the eviction night. Was we are live on Channel 4. Please do not swear.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I've heard that, yeah.
Anyway, everyone, hello and welcome back to From the Ranking. We have went live on YouTube again, and this week we are going to be talking to Finn. Hello, Finn. Welcome
Good
back to the
evening.
podcast.
Thank you. It's amazing to be back.
Excellent. And I also have my two partners in crime. I have Aaron and Amber. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
So some of you might be wondering why Finn is back on the podcast. Well, it's not just because he's a very good friend of the podcast, but it's also because this week we're going to be going over our 2026 Formula One predictions that we did a few episodes ago, but now we're going to do them again after testing to see if there's any difference in what we think.
There's
Aaron's
only
trying to
one
get out
reason.
already because I know who his WDC champion was going to be.
Yeah.
Don't sneak
that
away,
picture's
Aaron.
gone
Don't
up
sneak
well,
away.
has it?
The only reason we're doing this is because you didn't want to have your WDC pick
Yeah.
linked to
I am
forever.
not coming back in December to. Let's have a look at our predictions again. What driver champion? Aaron, you said Fernando Alonso. He is 21st in the championship. I am not doing that. That is not
Well,
happening.
unfortunately, Aaron, the first video that did the predictions, it still will be there with your World Drivers Champion, Fernando
Yeah.
Alonso.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Alonso wins it, it was an absolute quarters entry. That's all I'm saying. But they've just been
But no, for
absolutely
everyone,
sandbagging.
for everyone listening on, if you're watching on YouTube or if you're listening to this on Saturday when it gets released, please, can you please go onto the YouTube channel and subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will be notified every time we upload another video and every time we go live. Because I now know that the whole of my family are going, oh, God, he's live. But yeah, because that's what happens in this house. So we'll go with the same format as the last time, Amber. Can you ask the
Yep.
questions?
So, the first, I'm going to do this in a really random order because why not? And everyone is frozen on my screen. I'm going to do this in a random order. We are going for most improved first. And previously, my most improved was Kimi Antonelli. I have changed that now to Franco Colapinto.
Okay, okay.
Ooh. Why
Yeah.
Frankel, must I ask?
To be honest, I don't know. Like, I will be honest with you, I did not watch any of testing, so a lot of this was done by my boyfriend who did watch testing. So
I think your boyfriend's Argentinian. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I wouldn't say no if he was. But
Jesus, it's man.
Oh dear.
They just
Aaron,
want to
you
give
wanna-
me editing. That's all it is. They just want to give me editing.
Aaron, you will not understand the Argentinian joke there.
I don't think I want
Yes.
to, Amber.
Let's just say big.
Okay, yeah.
You're sorry,
Right,
John.
let's move on. Then.
Yes, Finn. Who is your
Biggest-
most improved?
My most improved. I can't actually remember what I did last time, but I have it as Haas right now. Because I think from last season they had a miserable start to the season, and I think their testing went phenomenally. I think they were doing very, very well. They were very, very fast. and they seem to be quite reliable as well. So yeah, my biggest improver in that sense has been Haas.
That's not a bad shout actually, because if you look
Yeah.
at Ollie Behrman, I mean, he's top of the midfield in testing.
Mhm.
Obviously, Ocon's a little bit further back, but yeah, they're probably a little bit further up than they were last year.
Yeah.
That's a good shout. Aaron,
Right. My last time when I said biggest improvers, it was Sauber / Audi when I was on the Audi hype train. Still kind of am, but being very realistic here. I'm going to go with a team who's just a bit behind Haas at the moment, but as far as I'm aware, and go with Alpine as my biggest improvers.
okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
John, who or what is your most improved?
I'm not for team wise, I'm gonna go for driver wise, and I'm going to go off the timing for the whole of the testing in Bahrain. And I'm going to change mine to Pierre Gasly.
Ooh, I like that.
Because
By the way.
out of the top ones, i.e. Leclerc, Antonelli, Piastri, I keep forgetting I've got another camera here. Out of Leclerc, Antonelli, Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, then it's Gasly.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
on looking on that, I mean, he was running the softest tire that they could, which was the C5. He was running that when he did that time, and the rest were running the hard tire above him. So it might not be as representative, but going by the time, 133.421, I'm going to go with Gasly for most improved. We'll see how it goes
Yeah,
during the season, but that's what I'm going with.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Also, Pierre's a good
So
driver. That
three
makes
out
sense.
of- Yeah. 3 out of 4 of us have gone for Alpine or Alpine adjacent. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, Finn's got a bit of logic behind it as well.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be more realistic there.
I am doing it completely biased as an Ollie Behrman fan. I cannot lie.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But Amber, what's
Next-
next?
Yes, I will do flop of the season. This isn't my flop of the season. My flop of the seasons would still be Hamilton. But according to my boyfriend who watched testing, his flop of the season would be Williams and specifically Carlos Sainz.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I
whoa,
would agree with
whoa.
Williams.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
We are
I
not
would agree
missing
with
Carlos
Williams,
Sainz
but
like that.
not. Yeah,
Do
like,
we
I
th-
don't.
But do we think Williams have slid behind because they didn't get to the first testing, like the Barcelona?
Probably.
Exactly.
So they were a little bit behind before they got to
Yeah.
Bahrain.
Yes. Yes.
So
I
that
think they
definitely
failed.
probably wouldn't have helped.
I think they failed a couple of crash tests as well, which certainly
Yeah.
also would.
Yeah.
And Williams are still overweight as well. So when they lose
Yeah.
that weight, they'll be a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
just like you got on me for
Christopher-
this and Oscar, I'm getting on you for that. You're not getting over that.
So,
What I can
Christopher,
say
I
is
know you'll
one
be
of the Williams, in fact, the 2 Williamses that are down near the bottom of the list for testing are running the same engine as one of the teams that is at the top of testing. So, yeah, they're running the same engine as McLaren. They've got a Mercedes customer engine in it. So,
Mhm.
is it just the fact they've been behind with the first bit of testing,
Yeah.
so they're going to be behind with the second set of testing. Saying that, the team at the bottom of the testing actually did make it to the first testing as well, but they're slap bang at the bottom. But we're getting to that
Yeah.
later.
I wonder who that is. Finn, go on. Use your hot seat.
Flop of the season. I've gone a bit mental with this one, to be fair, and I've gone with the regulations. I don't think there will be that many overtakes. I don't think it will be that much of an improvement in racing. I think it will make, from what I've heard, the drivers have said that it's harder to overtake. They've tried to do some overtakes in testing, and it's been ridiculously difficult. The whole battery issues as well that they've been encountering.
Am
so
I
yeah, I
right
think
that I seen when they were overtaken, they can literally lose the whole battery halfway down the straight, and then they don't have any more power
Yes.
to
Yeah,
carry
I
that
want to
on.
say Hadjar and he was all taking somebody on the main straight. And they're racing. He gets up to about there, and then Hadjar loses his battery, and then the car ahead loses his battery, and he gets him into thermal. I mean,
yeah.
I think it's either going to be very interesting or just horrific to watch. We're going to have a 4 a.m. March 8th wake up to see either absolutely class racing or the exact opposite. I think it's going to be number 3, really.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like 3 safety cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is Formula One as well. So you've got to remember that they will evolve throughout the year.
Yes, exactly.
And they will find different ways of making the battery last longer or that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It will
Yeah.
evolve over the year. So, but yeah, I think you're right. I think it will take, like you say, Aaron, the first race, maybe even the first 2 or 3 races up to maybe, I don't know. Bahrain is the first one where they haven't gave us the tyre choice yet. That's the first one, 10th to 12th of April. By the time they get to Bahrain, hopefully they've managed to iron out some of these things because it's going to make for a crap spectacle if you can't overtake.
Yes.
It'll be like watching Ski Electric, won't it?
Yeah.
Going off on a bit here. While we're talking about regulations, Ferrari's rear wing, what we all think of it?
Oh,
Smart.
the kebab.
I
The
think
trap.
it's really cool.
The gymnast.
Yeah, something's done name for this, isn't it?
I'm thinking it comes down to the fact that Ferrari started development on this car before any other team.
Yeah.
They've had
Yes.
longer to think about design and they've had longer to do testing and stuff. And in fact, if you look at the Ferrari, look at say Verstappen, and then say look at Ocon, the idea is all the same, where the wing goes flat, but all three have got a totally different way of doing it. So the Alpine goes flat down, the Red Bull comes up and makes like a rectangle. Then obviously, as we know, the famous spinny one from Ferrari. I think, I think the aero, I think it's a good thing because it's allowed for different types of thing. It's not like DRS is basically DRS is down, up, down, up. This is giving the designers kind of free reign to say this might work and this might work and this might work, which makes it a little bit more exciting, especially when the batteries run out halfway down the straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's interesting though, because when you look at it, the reason Ferrari got away with it is because the regulations, as far as I'm aware, is basically you went as the open in 0.4 seconds or something like that, and then that's it. It's just got to open. There's nothing about how much the gap is, nothing about how much you can rotate. So it does big question there as well. If the rear wind's got a bit sloppy on the like, what can you do, what can you not? Will we find other stuff like the front wind, for example, is something they never find that innovates or.
Another interesting thing for me is the front wing moves as well.
Yeah.
As you know. Now, when these guys last year were braking, I'll be completely off with this, right? But I think it was something like 3 or 4G they were feeling when they braked. That's got to be higher if you've got no resistance. Then all of a sudden, boom, the two of them are coming up and giving you resistance as well as the braking.
Yeah, it's definitely hard on drivers if it is. That's just pointing at the obvious at that point. You get the point. It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
It will be interesting, that's for certain.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, just on your point about Ferrari there, John, they actually moved a whole load of their engineers from the World Endurance Program or the World Endurance Championship over to F1. So I don't know if that's going to play into anything with the car that we haven't seen. Because obviously, World Endurance, you've got to have your car running for at most 24 hours non-stop. So they know how to build a car.
I was going to say they're going to have data over 24 hours, whereas with Formula One, they're limited to, I don't know, what, 5 hours a weekend or something, an hour of practice. Well, 1, 2.
You get 4 hours for the race.
Aye. They're not getting much out of it, but it was probably a good move from Ferrari to move them across.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It's the same as any workplace. If you get a chance to go and work in a Formula One team, especially Ferrari, I know you may be working in WEC, but you're going to work harder and you're going to try and do your best because you've had the chance to step up to Formula One. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It is quite interesting, Ferrari moving stuff over, because the second that they've moved people over from WEC, which have been a very successful program as far as I'm aware, they've started coming out with these like innovative designs. They look at the top of the pack, It's going to be interesting to see if they do Ferrari it and not win anything, or if they do just push it all the way through, win the world title, Charles Leclerc's final world champion, get in there. That'd be brilliant,
Do you know what I'm going to do, Bat? I'm going to rein it back in, mate. Formula One. Go for it, Aaron.
Let's go. So we were on flop of the season, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to be very, very boring. Aston Martin. Completely gone opposite.
Oh, bold.
What?
Have you seen that car?
Why?
No, I'm
Aston
joking.
Martin?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, like why Aston Martin? What's happened to
No.
them?
I mean, taking the fact that they're how many seconds off the pace?
Let me see. 5 seconds roughly.
Yeah. There's rumours going about that they might not even get 107% rule. I'm hearing,
Mhm.
which I think you can feel free to bring me on here. I think will be the first time the 107% rule is going to end up being used to actually not qualify a car for a race that hasn't crashed. Like
It's-
set time.
The 107% rule has
It's been
been
around for a while now.
in play before, but it's never been used.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if Aston Martin turn up and actually can't get within 107%, if they'll be allowed
But
to race.
then, are Formula One going to allow that because they've advertised there's going to be 11 teams and 22 drivers on the grid for the first
Yeah,
race? Are they
I
going to
mean-
allow it? Are they going to let them race anyway?
Yeah, but then again, if they do let them race, then what's the point of the rule being there?
But
You know?
also, you need to set a time in quali. Like, if you don't, with the same 107% rule, if you don't
Mm.
set a time in qualifying, that you're still allowed to race because of practice.
Yeah.
Mm.
And do you know what, mate? Honda, as a engine manufacturer, did so good for Red Bull. They might turn it round, mate. In all
Yeah.
honesty, because it is literally just the two cars with the Honda engines in it that are at the bottom of the timing screen. In all honesty, if they can turn it round with the aerodynamic god as the team principal,
Yeah, I feel for Adrian because he has done some interesting things with the car. I mean, he came out in Barcelona with the little wing things on the
oh, the devil horns,
yeah.
yeah,
And-
yeah.
It's Adrian Newey is a really good designer, but then yet again, it's sort of engine mainly regulations. So there's only so much you can really do with car design. If you haven't got good engine behind you, you're not going anywhere. You know.
That's true, but if you're 5 seconds off in a total time, if your aero is the best it can be, then you're going to go around the corners quicker than everybody else.
Yeah, I doubt it is the best it can be at the moment. But yeah, back on the topic. John, what's yours?
I'm being very boring with you, mate. I'm going to go with Cadillac again, just because they're at the bottom of the timing screens.
Fair.
And they're
Fair.
running a Ferrari engine. The fastest car in testing was a Ferrari. Hamilton, Berman, and Ocon, who are also using Ferrari engines, are midfield, top to midfield, and they're just at the bottom. So
mean-
I'm going to go with Cadillac on that one.
I can see
Fair enough.
Cadillac being slow, poor for the first few races. But then as we go on the season, I think they will improve, sort of push into the points, get maybe a couple, because they have got two very good drivers in the car. Hopefully do all right later on in the season. But then, again, for now, they're not really doing great.
And
But
like I said in the pre-show chat that we had, this is only testing. We don't know if these times are the fastest times that those
Yeah.
cars could have done. They could have been full of fuel. The testing program might just have been aerodynamics. It might just have been tire testing. We don't know.
Yeah.
Are we boring you, Finn?
No, sorry, it's been a long day at university.
What's the
right,
next one, Amber?
It is World Constructors Champion. Now,
Ooh, that's a good one.
last time I put down Red Bull Racing. This time, my partner believes it will be Mercedes, and I can understand why.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought it was on flop.
No, we are
Mark,
on World
on-
Constructors.
No, we've moved on, Aaron.
No, we're on Constructors.
What
Right,
I
excuse
think
me.
what Mercedes have to do is they need to. Obviously, they've got a decent driver in George and Kimi, but
Mhm.
Kimi might not have the experience to keep up there every race to get the points.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm hoping he does, but if his inexperience comes out, he might have a few offs and DNFs. Especially
Yeah.
if he's at the front, because his qualifying pace is great. He's going to be right in the middle of it. Do you get what I mean?
So you're saying he's going to do a Lando Norris?
whoa.
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 Let me just remind you who bottled the championship last season.
Yeah, good point.
One second, guys. I'll be back in 1 second.
there's a very nice Australian who was very, very kind that gave a little kiss to the barrier at turn 5 in Azerbaijan.
Oh, I can't quite think what his name was. What was his name again?
Oh,
I think it rhymed with. It's Mark Webber's client, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know. It's probably some no name. It's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
He
it.
debuted in Type 3. Yeah, he's a bit mad. Anyway, I'm just quickly. I've got 2 seconds. Hold on.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I don't
guys.
really know who it was. I'll be honest with you guys. It was.
I'm
Somebody.
sorry.
What was
I
his
live
name?
with 3 women in this house, and I know the face that Amber is now showing. So I'm putting that back on. The Lando Norris one's gone.
I'm just trying to keep my desk.
Just remember. Just remember.
I don't even have anything to retaliate. The closest thing I have is literally a Charlotte calendar. So I don't even have anything to retaliate with.
We go with this one. We can go with this one. Because this one's nothing to do with it at all. We'll just go with the Apex one.
Yeah. The Apex GP that I still haven't seen that movie because of the way it represents women. But anyway, that is a completely different choice. Who's next on the World Constructors Champion? Fucking
Finn.
anyone
What's
but
you, Finn?
Well, I've also said, I said it last time, and I stuck with my guts. I'm keeping with McLaren because I still think with that Mercedes engine, I know Mercedes has the newest spec of engine in testing, and all of their customer teams had an old spec. McLaren were still up there; they were still up top at times. Am I 100% confident? No. But I still believe that they are very, very fast. They can engineer a good car, and that is what I know. And they've
what
got the new
about
spec
multi-hat?
engine.
The new spec engine, aye. What about multi-hat in the corner? What's your prediction?
I don't even think I need to say it. I think.
multi-hat, Seb, multi-hat.
Multi 21.
I mean, there's a very nice looking logo right there. I mean, I think we'll go with McLaren. I think we're sandbagging a bit. Brent to Australia. Lando Norris wins the race. Oscar Piastri spins off and finishes. Oh, sorry, that happened
How
last year.
dare you? How dare you put that on the man in his own fucking race? Well,
Whoa, bleep it out, bleep it
forgive
out.
Whoa,
me for
Randy,
saying
what?
this. I'm
We are
changing
live
my
on
phone.
YouTube.
I've successfully
Too
reached the
fucking
number.
bad. Do not put that out into the world, otherwise I will put out into the world that Euro driver, as in a Mr. Lando Norris, will bottle it, will lose the championship, and will DNF at his 2 home races, because obviously he's got Belgium and Silverstone. So
But yeah,
And
but
he'll
hold
probably
on.
do it. He'll probably do it right outside the Lando
Gold,
stand.
1-0. Just saying.
Internet connection isn't, but Amber is stable.
Anyway,
I was gonna say,
John.
Okay, so I'm changing mine. And
McLaren?
I think constructors this year, again, I'm going on the timing screens, might actually be Ferrari. Because if they can keep it up the way they did it in testing, then Hamilton is going to be a lot happier in the car. And if Hamilton is happier in the car, he should perform better in the car. Because I think he was
Okay.
shocking last year because he lost all his, what did they call it, mojo.
Yeah.
And nothing was going right for him. And you know yourselves when you're in a downer and you just, I'll just go and drive and nothing. I think hopefully now with the car the way it is, they should be able to get the constructors.
I think we're forgetting a very crucial point here, in that it is Ferrari that run that team. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Really, aren't we?
Like, if you were talking Mercedes Hamilton, sure. But it's Ferrari Hamilton. Unless Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian can pull something out of Lewis that we have not seen in years, then
Oh, what I'm saying as well, by the way, is Hamilton in his previous 2 teams in the second year with McLaren and Mercedes has won the championship. So does he keep it going? I mean, it could happen. You know?
But would he win his ninth championship after that, do you think?
What, ninth? I don't reckon. I reckon if he wins at eighth, he's going to pull Nico just retire after.
What do you mean? Every Wednesday it was stolen from Max Verstappen. Controversial. Anyway,
It was
Ooh.
one fair and square.
Hold on a
You
second. I am
just
settling this
can't
debate right here, right now.
accept-
Not Lando. Lewis deserved to win the race. Max deserved to win the title.
That.
Fair enough.
End of the day.
but if Lewis deserved to win the race, he would have won the title.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but
then
that's only
also
'cause he
at
cheated
certain
in
race
Silverstone.
Somebody got punted off into the barrier about 100. I'd say.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hold
Aaron.
on, hold on. Finn.
But
Did you
seriously,
not? Did Finn not just say cheating at Silverstone?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
kind of like that Oscar fella last year when he braked in front of Max.
Oh yeah. like
Yeah,
that,
when he
yeah.
also when Oscar
I
cheated in
mean,
Silverstone.
And then Max had the spin, yeah, and you got really unlucky.
Yeah,
Lost the
yeah.
penalty. But yeah, I don't think the penalty was fair. We should revert the order.
And then
What
Lando
can
went
I
and
say?
won his home race.
Yeah, Lando.
Who didn't win their home race last year? I can't quite remember.
Um,
What was
I know
it?
Oscar Piastri didn't. But he's
I
there.
don't
Charles
think he
Leclerc.
did yet.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I
'cause Lando
also
won
don't
his.
think I don't think Ocon did either, or Hulkenberg.
Or maybe
or
because
Stroll.
Ocon didn't have a home race and Ocon had a home race.
Oh, but
I'm
Ocon's
pretty
France.
sure-
Nah, it's
Was Lando not the? Did Lando not win everyone's home race last season?
Oh yeah, good point. He did win everyone's home race. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Did he not DNF in
No.
Zandvoort? Or am I
Oh, he
thinking
did.
somewhere
He's
else?
in- he's
Oh, he
in-
did,
Yeah,
yeah, that was the only one.
correction.
So there you go. I
When his
remember
engine
that because
blew
that was the best day.
Amber,
Sorry,
we
can you
need the
just say
next
wait?
question, please. Next question, please.
Finn, can you remind us all how many points behind was Lando Norris? after
The next
that?
question is surprise of the season.
34.
Now, my surprise of the season last time was Colapinto gets a podium. I am actually gonna follow in the footsteps of a Mr. Formula Finn over there and say it's going to be a Haas podium. It would be a surprise of the season for me.
I think you've stolen that from my last prediction, our last predictions video, because that's exactly what I said for our
Yeah.
last prediction. Because I
Yeah.
edited it before this podcast.
Yeah, for all the reasons Finn gave on that, I think, and what we've said previously about Haas, I think, well, Chris thinks that you're gonna do good, but I think it's not gonna be Esteban Ocon who gets that podium, and I don't think that's a very controversial thing to say.
I don't think so. I think it has to be a good season for them. It really,
Yeah,
it would be incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
just
Finn,
need like a
who's-
Nico Hulkenberg.
What, Amber?
Say that again, Amber.
We just need like a Nico Hulkenberg style podium at Silverstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. We do.
Yeah, that was a second good event of the day.
Yeah.
Finn, what's your prediction?
My surprise of the season is Leclerc is in the top 2 of the World Drivers' Championships.
That's a bit harsh on Charles, is it not?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think second would be phenomenal, based on all
Yeah.
the pre-testing chatter.
Yeah.
Ferrari look
Especially-
fast.
And especially after where he finished last season.
Exactly.
Two would be
Ferrari-
amazing.
Ferrari look fast, and it does kind of spoil it for my World Driver Championship because that means Charles Leclerc is not my World Driver Champion. However, you'll need to stay tuned and listen to the rest of the podcast to hear that.
It's fine. His world drivers champion is Lando Norris, and he's gonna piss me off when he says it.
Change it now.
Just on that Ferrari part, just a thought there. Ferrari twice now have a real film, wherever it was, the Ferrari Test Center, and Bahrain have maximized the mileage they can do. I can't tell if that's just strategy, getting the most data they can, or if that's like they might be slightly worried about something, maybe later on down the line. This just comes from my head, probably just a bunch of rubbish, I'll be honest.
So
But-
did you say Ferrari did the most mileage they could do at the testing? Is that what you said there?
Well, in the reveal thing they did, they went right to the maximum mileage they can do. And at Bahrain,
Oh, yeah,
they
few
went to the
rounds.
maximum fuel that they could do as well.
Right.
Just ignore that. I'm just being dumb. Just ignore me. Anyways,
Hopefully.
what are we on? Surprise of the season.
Yes.
So we've got biggest improvers, flop of the season, which I forgot to say for me was Ferrari and Colapinto, which is quite ironic, and Ferrari are absolutely smoking everybody right now. But my surprise of the season is going to be the same as Amber, but Pacific. I'm saying an Ollie Behrman podium.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that just because Oliver Behrman is just the greatest
Yeah, he's
driver
just
to
a goat,
ever
isn't he?
walk this planet? Yeah.
Ollie Behrman, World
Yes.
Drivers Champion 2027, calling it now.
Yeah.
Amy, John?
I'm going to stick with my original. I'm going to say my surprise of the season is excuse me, Isaac Hadjar. No,
Okay.
he was one of the ones that did the least amount of laps in the Bahrain testing. And he only did, what was it, 561, no, Hadjar, 420 miles all in. But, yeah, I'm going to still stick with Hadjar. I think if he'd been out longer, he would have got more confidence and he would have built it up and got further up the timesheets. It just so happens that that's the only mileage he got in. So, yeah, I'm sticking with Hadjar for that one.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Go for it,
Too
Amber.
many hats can get on this hat stand. hold on.
Race of the season. Oh, bye, Aaron.
Oh, it's okay.
Race of the season. My race of the season has not changed, so it's going to be Zandvoort.
Ooh. Yeah, no, we're actually being greedy.
Yes, but I bet you John's hasn't changed, and his will still be Silverstone.
Oh.
Points being backed up, yeah? Hold on.
It's not my turn yet. It's Finn's turn now.
Well,
Yeah.
for the race of the season, me personally, I have changed mine. I did originally say Monaco. That was pure hopes and prayers. That was me trying to manifest something into happening. No, but I have changed mine into being
As you deserve, Aaron.
Brazil.
Brazil.
Brazil, yes. It's always good over at Sao Paulo. It's a great track. There's always great racing and there's always great action. So that's sort of where my thinking's going.
Aaron, what do you think?
Just open it on my PC by accident. Yeah, let's stop mocking about the hats. My race of the season is actually the exact same as Finn's. I've gone Brazil because I'm predicting a bucket ton of rain, as Brazil normally provides, and a Ollie Behrman super drive for his podium.
Incredible.
Those are very
Cool.
specific.
I reckon that's
predictions,
realistic.
Not gonna lie.
You went very quiet, Amber.
Those are very specific predictions. Not gonna lie.
This is no like ASMR.
Right, we
I'm
heard last
listening
stage of
to.
the touring car one, didn't we? I mean, the touring car one was going to be the final lap at Brands Hatch. You know?
Yeah. Well, I've went with two.
Let's have it fun.
I've went with two this time. So obviously my
Okay.
race of the season the last time was going to be Silverstone.
Is it both of
Um,
them? Not both of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, good stop. Stalk.
okay, she's changed the device. Right. Okay.
Ah,
She's coming
okay.
back.
That's nice.
I'll wait until
Welcome
I
back.
see a picture. There we go.
You're on mute.
Oh no. You're on mute.
Oh, it's happened again.
She's gone.
Oh, no. Anyways, while we're sitting in, waiting for Amber to come back,
I think
um,
she should sing some Michael Bublé when she gets back to test her
yeah,
microphones are working.
Finn, who's your touring car champion this season?
Touring car champion Tom Ingram.
Come on, Gordon Shedden, man, have some faith.
I do have faith. Gordon Shedden, I do believe to do it, but Tom Ingram is where it's at.
I believe in Gordon Shedden champion 2026. Amber is still on mute as far as I'm aware. I feel it's going to take a while. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
He's
There.
alive.
I can hear. We can hear.
Perfect.
There we go.
Really, you're going? Who's your touring car champion?
Me,
Yes, you.
I think she caught the end of the conversation there.
Tom
Yeah.
Ingram.
So you're not going with everyone else here and going with Daniel Robot.
Oh, I didn't say Robo, did I?
No. I think Tom Ingram. I still think Tom Ingram's the best touring car driver.
it's gonna be realistic. It's gonna be Tingram, Sutton, and Robo fighting it out. In my dreams, Golden Children, if you're listening to this, get in the not world championship, the championship fight. I need this.
I don't think
Come on
Robo
the
will be in it.
podcast while you're there.
Sorry,
I don't
did you
think
give
Robo. Sorry.
No, it's all right. No. Fire away, mate. Fire in.
I don't think Robo will be in the championship fight.
I mean, it's Plato, no, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also a brand new team.
Yeah, but it's Plato.
That's exactly why.
Yeah, new infrastructure, new cars. They've not.
I mean,
Because mind we talked about this on the BTCC podcast, and that was my thing. Was it's a new team and it's a new style of car. It's never been tested on the BTCC, so they're going to have a lot to learn. I know he's taken a lot of people with him, but
yeah, I mean, it's going to be very interesting, Plato. I'm not against it. I didn't really watch touring cars when Plato was around, so I'm honestly very excited to see him on touring cars. Obviously not racing, but good point. But it should be interesting. But anyways, this is an F1 podcast.
yes, and it's my turn for
go
race of the season.
race of
Right,
the
so
season.
I have two, and the reason I've went for two is my first one is going to be Mexico, and the reason I think that will be race of the season is because it will be cancelled because of everything that's happening in Mexico at the moment. And if it doesn't get sorted out, I don't think there's any way they can race Mexico with what's happening at the moment. I mean, I was watching the news last night, and these cartels are literally cutting people into pieces and putting them into black bags.
So there goes
in
family
and
friends
around.
of this podcast.
Yeah.
It was on BBC News. I'm not hiding anything. Do you know what I mean? But
Lovely.
unless they can sort that out, I think Formula One may pull the Mexico Grand Prix.
Mexico will be
So
very
why
interesting. Sorry, go on, Amber.
So why does that make that your race of the season?
No.
It's
That's one of two. So that's
No.
that's a race of the season or a moment of the season because it will be cancelled. I'm going to go with Barcelona
Ooh.
because I do love the layout of that track, and I have been playing it over there on F125 recently, and reminded myself how good a track that is to drive. And I think with the experience that's on the grid and with the types of corners that there is, I think that it could turn into be one of the best races of the season. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
Amber,
I
what's
mean,
next? Not dwelling on that one.
Yeah,
No.
fair enough.
And
just-
I'm gonna ask. Go on, Aaron.
Sorry, just quickly while we're on this. You mentioned Mexico with the F1.
Mhm.
It is a feel for Mexico, whoever's the in charge of running the sport there, because
Mhm.
this year they've got brand new regulations for Formula One, and they're hosting the Football World Cup, and then all this is kicking off.
Yeah.
So,
But what I will say
Not
is,
really,
was
no.
there not a Formula E race there in the last couple of months?
Yes.
Which did go ahead.
Yes.
yeah, but then the
And I hate to
who
say
was
it,
the
but
drug
Formula E is not probably on the same scale as Formula One with the amount of people coming in.
yeah, I
And it
think
also
the-
gives these cartels a platform to get their message across,
yeah.
which would hopefully not be in the way that I think it is.
Yeah. And obviously, the drug lord that's died recently, I think, sort of put a lot of flames in it. Well, but just on mentioning that, John, with them making an image, it just made me think of this is very random, very off topic. Can we remember in Berlin, I think Formula E, I can't remember what year it was, where Just Stop Oil jumped on the grid before the race started? On an
We also
electric
had
Yeah.
something
series?
similar to that at Silverstone, remember?
Yeah, they had that
Yeah.
silver stuff,
Yeah.
but then you know had the massive crash, it got red flagged and there was no on television of it.
Yeah.
And then you've got Just Stop Oil at a Formula E event, which is the only fully electric motorsport series in the world.
Which is
Yeah.
completely opposite of what
Yeah.
you're.
Quite funny to me.
Yeah. Saying that, I didn't know where you were going with that, Aaron, because I actually remember the Berlin Wall coming down as well. I'm that old. I
Yeah, no.
remember
See,
I remember David Hasselhoff on top of the, or Michael Knight, as he's more well known, on top of the Berlin Wall singing this mad song that he called Freedom or something. That's where I thought you were going with that, actually.
I wasn't alive for that, but yeah, there's some interesting stuff like that. But before we get into like a historian, Cold War podcast, let's go back onto Amber. Amber, what's
Yes.
our next category?
I don't want to say this next category because I know what 2 out of 4 answers are going to be. So, John, give us the history of the Cold War.
I bet there's one more left.
Yeah, there is. Well done. I'm going to let everyone else answer this before I do.
Okay, Finn,
is
who's your
world-
World Drivers Champion?
My
Yeah.
World Drivers Champion is, drumroll please. I like how Amber's taken off her headphones. It is Lando Norris with my
Lando.
trusty coaster that was kindly gifted by my girlfriend.
You know, I will say I appreciate that your girlfriend got you a gift. I don't like what it is, but I appreciate that she got you a gift.
I appreciate it as well, considering she's a Max Verstappen fan.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?
But that's an even bigger compliment.
I know.
I bet that's
I
fun
know.
watching the race with her.
Oh, it's so
Lots of-
funny. So funny.
I don't, by the way, just to clarify, I don't mean that as in, Max fans are bad. I just mean it's funny because obviously Max and Lando are in this sort of championship fight last season. Just for viewers out there, just to be safe. But I will go ahead with my World Drivers Champion, and I think Amber's going to be surprised by this. Amber, put them on. It's not Lando.
No, you cannot make me.
Oh.
It's not Lando.
Oh.
It's why do I not believe you?
I would love a Lando World Championship, right? But I feel like McLaren have put a lot into that 25 car, and we're going to be a little bit on the back foot. It can still probably happen, but I'm going to go with a Ferrari driver. As much as Lewis's 8th would be sick, I'm going to go and purely just for everything that he's been through and with all the stuff with Ferrari, I'm going to say Charles Leclerc is going to be your 2026 World Drivers Champion with Lando Norris in a close second place.
Okay.
And Oscar Piastri in like 5th.
Yeah.
just to piss him off.
Oscar will bottle it. He won't have the 24-point lead that he had last season.
Yeah. I think McLaren will be slightly on the back foot. As much as I'd love to see them just come out, 1-2 in Australia. Actually, no, 1-4 in Australia. It would be... It's a bit unrealistic, in my opinion. But Ferrari looking strong. Mercedes looking strong as well. I think it'll be a bit of a battle between George, Lando, and Charles. Probably going to Abu Dhabi. And then we'll be quite interesting there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going
Finally.
to go for the person who I want to win the World Drivers' Championship, and I hope they will win the Drivers' Championship. And I will go back to a previous statement that now he's in a car that he is enjoying. I think it could be Lewis Hamilton.
Ooh.
So we've got 4. Oh, no. I know Amber's is going to be bloody Lando Norris. So we've got at least 3 different champions.
How do you know? I might have
very
changed my
considering
tune.
the fact that you absolutely hate his guts, even though he's like the nicest driver on the grid.
I don't hate it. Okay, I do not hate Lando Norris. I just hate Zach Brown and McLaren.
So you
Lando,
hate
if you're
Lando
listening to the
Norris's
podcast,
quote unquote favoritism.
Now, I have to
Yes.
disagree with that, mainly because I went down to Hammersmith to see Zach Brown at tail end of last year in November, and it was
Yeah.
a really good show, and he was really open about things. I know
With-
where you're coming
Yes.
from. You think, and again, just everyone watching and listening, these are personal views, by the way. I know you think that he stopped
prefer-
Oscar from winning that championship, don't you?
It's not even that I think, it's that he did. In Drive to Survive, which is coming out tomorrow on Netflix, or tomorrow as of recording. It's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out on Netflix. Netflix were shut out of the difficult conversations that Oscar Piastri had with Zach Brown. And if you trust and listen to P1 with Matt and Tommy, they also have said that, you know, Netflix did a random like sit down with Zach Brown and Oscar Piastri and like during the championship fight. And it was the most awkward thing in the world. They were trying to position it as Zach Brown and Oscar Piastri were like this team, and they were, you know, constantly together and scheming against Lando, when we all know that in actuality, Lando is Zach Brown's favourite. Always has been, probably always will be. And Oscar is the favourite of Andrea Stella.
I just want to add something in here, and I'm only saying this because I'm a union rep at work, right? See, when you're having difficult conversations, you need it to be private. You need to shut out any, as in Drive to Survive would be telecameras and producer, because it's not just a camera that's there. You've got a sound guy there, and you've got a producer there. You've got all that kind of stuff. So those kind of conversations are always going to be private. They have to be.
Yeah.
But also on the same side of it, they could have maybe released a bit more information after.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's like if I'm in an investigation at work, I can't tell anyone what happens behind that door, because it's a private moment. It's GDPR and all that kind of jazz. I know these guys sign contracts to say that media's allowed here and all this information will be given and all that kind of stuff, but not to the detriment of the team. So if you've got Drive to Survive in a room, and he's calling him an F in this and he's calling him that, and they air that, that's detrimental to the McLaren team, because it makes it look like that's what they always do.
Yes, but I
would
will
see that
also
one.
put.
That'd be a very funny thing to watch, in my opinion.
I also kind of on that point, John. I don't mean I'm going to be a devil's advocate here. Haas, in one of the first series of Drive to Survive, when it was Kevin Magnussen and I want to say Nico Hülkenberg at Haas, they weren't necessarily allowed behind closed doors, but they were still wearing a microphone, and it was one of these days that they were having. Gunther Steiner was just ripping shreds out of the drivers, and that's where his famous "he does not Fox smash my door" quote came from.
Hold on. You
So,
Fox smash my door.
I don't.
But that was an accidental mic switch on or kept on, and the team, Drive to Survive and Netflix, will need to go to the team to say, can we air this?
Yeah.
It could have been that Haas said no. It just so happens that they said aye, because obviously they didn't think it was detrimental. Whatever happened in that McLaren room between them was obviously, they just wanted that to be McLaren business and McLaren business only.
Which ultimately proves my point of McLaren favoured.
Right, let me get into this debate here.
Okay, I'm not going to listen, but okay.
So first of all, for those wondering about what we're on about with the Drive to Survive thing, because it was a few years ago now, I want to say it was 2018 British Grand Prix. The Haas drivers take each other out, and they both got starting good sides off it, and Gunther just went through them. It is quite funny to watch back. Probably wasn't funny at the time, but hey, I'm not a Haas employee yet. Maybe, I don't know if I'm employed by Haas.
I don't think it was as funny as Gunther Steiner trying to do the kids' words on that podcast that I was watching the other day.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Talking McLaren favoritism, no. My question is, if you have a driver that has been in your team for what, 6-7 seasons now? Shut up, Finn. But yeah, if you have a driver that's been on there for about 7 seasons odd, and then you've got a new boy that's only in his 3rd season with a team, you're clearly gonna have leaning towards the driver who's been there for 7 years because he's loyal to the team. For all we know, Oscar Piastri is going to turn around there in the season or during the season and go, nah, screw yous, I'm gone, and go away. Lando stayed loyal to McLaren. He probably will stay at McLaren for his entire career. So it's
but remember, do you remember Oscar Piastri when he was getting his Formula One drive?
Yeah.
Was it Alpine put a tweet out to say, welcome Oscar? He's like, no, that's rubbish. That's BS. Yeah. I'm going to McLaren.
I mean, no wonder that they're going with a loyalty of Lando Norris. Because yet again,
Yes,
for
but
all
that
we know.
whole
But
situation only came out because Alpine had assumed he was going to sing for them when
Yeah.
they hadn't actually asked him.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was
Like,
Alpine.
they just
let's be
assumed.
honest.
Yeah.
So that's where things kind of went
Yeah.
wrong.
Just on your point of loyalty as well, Aaron. I don't care what anybody says. Loyalty is only as good as how much money you're being paid. If Lando Norris was offered 60 million to go and drive to Ferrari, it's bye McLaren.
No,
He's
he
off.
wouldn't. He would
Yes,
not.
he would.
No,
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Anybody
would.
would.
See, I'm saying if I'm on £20 million a year at McLaren and I'm in a competitive car, I am not leaving.
No,
the
listen.
ground for
No,
Ferrari
no, no.
60
Listen. He's on 20 million salary, right? But if he got offered a 60 million salary with Ferrari, as well as all the other stuff that comes with it, they probably earn about 120, 130 million. He's not going to earn that at McLaren. Money's everything, Aaron.
I mean,
Honestly,
I'm just saying.
money is everything.
Nah, I don't think Lando would. My heart says no.
What do you think, Finn?
I think that money makes the world go round, but I also think if Zach really did favour McLaren, did he hop in Oscar's car and make him go a second slower every lap? Did he make Oscar crash in Baku, and did he make Lando suddenly have that comeback up in
That
those
is
triple
some-
header
that-
up until Mexico?
Yeah,
That
the
made
only
it come
way
back from
I think the
Q4.
only way that Zach would have had any sort of input, which he wouldn't have had in the first place, because he's got please excuse me for watching live on YouTube, but he's got no fucking clue about strategy. So but that is the only way Zach would have had an influence, because when the driver gets behind the wheel, no matter who you're driving for, what car you're driving for, you pull the visor down and you go for it.
Yeah.
So, and strategy calls messed up. They messed up a few strategy calls last year. Whether it was on purpose or not on purpose, I'm not at liberty to say because I don't know. But I've got to admit, I've got to go with these two guys, Amber, on this one when it comes to Lando. Though he's obviously driven better than Oscar throughout the year to win it.
But then again, you can't really sort of settle it with a 3-1 because at the end of the day, we're an Orlando fan.
Yeah.
This is the Oscar Piastri army.
Yeah.
Sorry, Amber, you must feel a bit ganged up.
I
on
was
right
going
now.
to get up on you, but
It's
yeah.
fine. I always do. It's always,
Yeah.
always Aaron, always making some
You
sort
know, I
of.
think with you all the time. I know it because I just got a better driver at the end of the day. Just that say it, but yeah, it's definitely interesting debate.
Okay, when Lando Norris wins F4, F3, and F2 back to back to back,
When Oscar
Let me know.
Piastri wins the F1 championship, let me know.
Yeah, then you can talk to us. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie.
I
F4,
think- I
F3,
think-
F2, you can win all of them, but if you didn't really win F1, then you're not really considered like the GOAT. Does that mean that if you win 7 F4
you know,
championships,
this
you're
leave
equivalent to Michael
button is
Schumacher?
looking very shiny right now.
Is this why you enjoyed the David Addison interviews so much? Because you only had to verse one person rather than three, Amber.
I wasn't even versing him. He just talked, and it was wonderful. We gave him a prompt, and he just talked. It was fantastic.
Yes, they do that.
Incredible.
Was great that one.
You need to
There was
watch
a
it if you haven't watched it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a certain thing that we had to cut out that no one apart from us three knows.
Please remember we're still live on YouTube.
Yes, that is why I'm not
We'll
saying
put
it.
that. But
To
yeah,
be fair,
what
I
about-
can't even remember it, so.
See, to be honest with you, Finn, I think these two had such a ball because I wasn't there anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. While we're on the debate of debates in Formula One here, it was brought up earlier in the podcast 2021 by you, John, with Abu Dhabi. Are we getting into that?
What was that?
No,
Remind me.
No.
I don't know what it was. I can't remember.
I don't know. It didn't
we are
happen.
not doing Abu Dhabi 21.
One crazy prediction for the 2026 season. Go.
Lando Norris wins the first 5 races.
Oh.
Lando Norris DNFs at least 3 times.
Are we going for like properly weird predictions here?
Crazy, just crazy predictions.
Stroll wins the world championship.
Crazy.
4 laps.
Crazy, not ridiculous.
What's the odds on that? Is it like what, 1,000 to 1?
It's probably about the same odds as Lance Stroll getting through a whole season without crashing.
To be fair, to be
Let's
fair.
check the odds of a Lance Stroll World Championship. Hold on.
20 million to 1, probably.
Mhm.
Here, that'd be
While-
a hefty
While
payout.
while you're looking for that, Aaron, I'm just going to go through a couple of stats, right? So, in the Bahrain testing, the engine that did the most laps was a Mercedes engine through all the engines, i.e., Mercedes Works Team, and McLaren and Williams. So they did a total of 1,554 laps, which is a total mileage of 5,226. Next was Ferrari with 994 laps, which is a total of 3,342 miles. Next on the list was Red Bull Powertrains, also known as Ford. And they did a total laps of 736, which is 2,475 miles. Next was Audi with 357 laps, which is a total of 1,200 miles. And last at the bottom, but we knew that anyway, was Honda with a total over the whole Bahrain test of 128 laps, with a total mileage of 429 or 430 if you round it up. So Honda are at the bottom of the list. But if they can get their engine sorted out, they did well with Red Bull, so they could
They can
move
go.
up. They could move up. And also, just
So,
because I'm on
I've had a
stats
look
at the
there.
moment,
Um,
what's that?
who wants to guess the odds of a Lance Stroll World Championship?
10,000 to 1.
50 million
10,000
to 1.
Right.
2 million to
John?
1.
500 to 1.
that
That's
it?
the number.
500
That's
to 1.
not
500
bad.
That's not bad, because for every £1 you put down, you're getting 500 quid back, aren't you?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
fair.
chuck a tenner on that. Just in case.
Chuck a pound just in case, see what happens.
Exactly.
50
I-
quid.
You've probably seen it online as well, guys, but I've also got they've selected the first 3 tyre compounds for the first 3 races of 2026. So the first race in Australia, we're going to have C3, C4, and C5. So your C3 is going to be your hard, C4 is going to be your medium, and C5 is going to be your soft.
Sorry, John, just remind us. C5, is that the softest or hardest?
C5 is the softest. C1 is
Right.
the hardest. China, we're going to have C2, C3, and C4. And
Okay.
in Japan, we're going to have C1, C2, and C3. So for those that don't know about Formula One tyres, that means that what we would class as a hard in Australia will be classed as the soft in Japan. And what we class as a hard in Japan will be classed as a medium hard in China will be a medium in Japan. So that looks
I mean,
quite interesting. And it looks
while-
like they have to use the soft. They have to use the C5 or C4 or C3 in qualifying. They can't do a qualifying without using the soft.
While we're on topic of tyres and all that, is it just me? Who remembers the Pirelli tyre rainbow?
Yes.
Yeah.
What, the colours of all the tyres?
Yeah, how you get like the super soft, the super hard, was it, or something like that?
No, they had the purple, which was purple and pink, wasn't it? Which was super soft.
Yeah.
Hypersoft.
And then
Yeah.
it was extreme soft, super soft, medium, hard, wet, extreme wet, or intermediate,
Yeah.
extreme wet.
Should that come back instead of it being the C1, the C5, or what 3 tyres we get every single weekend? Just chuck all 5 tyres on there and just name them: super soft, super hard, hard, medium, soft. Should
What?
that be considered?
I don't know enough about tires to give you a good
Mm.
answer to that.
What
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
tell you, Aaron, is they do have a C6, C7, and C8, which they run in Formula 2 and Formula 3.
C6, 7.
Aye, so you'll see
Aaron.
Formula
You've done it once, something once.
you'll see Formula 2s and F2s and F3s running with the pink sidewall tyres and the purple sidewall tyres. You did last year anyway. I don't know if it's the same this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always
And come on over. So just before we end this off, I'm assuming, what are we saying for the Australian Grand Prix? Start with qualifying.
Oscar Piastri wins.
No, it won't. Qualifying. What are we saying is our what are we going for? Top 5? Top 3?
For qualifying.
Yeah, as it's coming up Saturday. It's actually qualifying that happened by the time this is out, so
Max Lando Charles.
Max Lando Charles, alright. Amber, what are you saying? Me guess, Oscar and Lando P22.
Oscar Max Charles.
Oscar Max Charles, alright. John?
Charles, Kimmy, Max.
Charles, Kimmy, Max. I like that. I am gonna say Hamilton, Russell, Norris. Sharp P4. I reckon that. Race podium, who was saying? Go same order again, Finn.
Charles, Lando, Max.
Charles, Max, Amber.
Oscar Piastri and everyone else DNF. No. Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris.
Are you sure you're going to be off at the penultimate corner again? Anyways, John.
I'm going to go with winner Russell, second Max, and third Charles.
I'm going to go Charles P1, Lando P2, Lewis P3, George Russell engine failure.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know, that's another good point.
An engine failure from one of the strongest engines in testing.
Well, see, that's the beauty of it. You know, nobody's going to expect it.
But do you know what,
sure.
mate? Do you know what, mate? When you look at the figures, they've actually done 2,000 more miles across the whole of the Mercedes range.
Yeah.
They've done 2,000 more miles than everybody else. But then they do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 engines on the grid, whereas Ferrari's only got 1, 2, 3,
Ferrari.
4. Are the same. 5, 6. They've got 6 as well. Ford's only got 4 engines. Renault's only got 2. Audi's got 2. And Honda's got 2. So
yeah. The only thing I'm saying for this weekend as well is I keep seeing this get thrown about TikTok, right? In 2022, Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc won the Australian Grand Prix. In 2023, he retired from the race. In 2023, Verstappen won it. In 2024, he retired from the race. In 24, Carlos won it. And in 25, he retired from the race. In 25, Lando Norris won it. In 26...
He's going to break the curse and win it.
Exactly,
He's
Finn.
gonna retire.
Me and you on the same wavelength.
You know what? If that happens, if Lando does DNF, you'll be able to hear my screams of joy from fucking space.
I will be crying at 5 a.m. on Sunday, the March 8th, if that happens.
And I will just be crying with happiness. You'll be crying with sadness, and we'll both be messaging each other, being like, "Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, I'm so happy." It's like literally that TikTok sound.
Yeah,
And I will just be making fun of you.
If Lando DNFs and I get a single message from you, you're not hearing from me for a week, right?
Oh no! What a shame.
can I ask you a favor, Amber?
Depends.
See the next time you're expecting a text message, can you give me a bit of notice? Because I'm going to pick my webcam up and I'm just going to point it that way.
To be honest, I'm not expecting it. So Aaron's not listening. My notification tone is, if I can find it.
I'm not one of it at this point, by the way. I'm sorry with that.
Is
Oh god.
There you go.
Fair enough. I have a phenomenal notification tone, and I will play it for you.
Oh
just now.
god.
It is, if I can find it, it is an incredible notification.
See, I'm using my
And-
phone as an extra webcam, so I can't get my phone and show you, man.
Oh, wait, I've forgotten how to find it.
You go to-
settings and then
Ringtone.
sounds. Yeah.
I've got it.
Shouldn't have
So my notification sound is this.
Hey.
My notification sound is normal one. Who wants to hear my ringtone? Because I think it's absolutely elite.
No, not really.
My ringtone is better
Nah,
than
you leave
yours
it.
anyway.
Money kidding. Go for it.
Oh, it's just stopped. Where's it stopped? Go away.
Oh, that
Oh,
just from those bars, that is the original Formula One tune.
the chain.
There we go.
Fleetwood
And then my
Mac.
uncle
I
was
think
next.
we're back.
I had the coconut ball one for a while as well. I won't be careful not to play too much of that, or else we'll be copyrighted.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
That would actually be quite. It'd be totally off topic for what the podcast is. But have you ever done
Yeah.
those? We do it in the house all the time. So we go through, get a Spotify playlist and play the first 4 or 5 seconds of it, or until you know it's going to give the song away, and see if anyone can guess the song. That's
Oh yeah, no, that's quite fun with it.
But-
I mean,
Is that us for the questions?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Cool. Right, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to outro, stop recording, and then let it upload because we need to stay on
Bye,
the
YouTube.
upload.
Okay.
Yeah, bye
Aye,
YouTube.
not yet.
Bye,
Still
YouTube. Have fun.
Bye, YouTube.
YouTube,
Why not
YouTube,
journalists?
you'll see me do this in a second, YouTube, and then we'll be off, right?
Because we've got like 200 viewers on YouTube who don't even know about it.
Aye.
Everyone's going, I'm the voice of Oscar Win.
Aye.
Because
Aye. So there we go. That was the 2026 Formula One prediction update podcast from myself, Amber, and Aaron, with our lovely special guest, as always, Formula Finn.
Thank
If
very
you don't
much.
already, guys, please go over to his TikTok and give him a wee follow. He is at Formula Finn. I think you do have a personal channel as well, don't you, mate? But I don't think you want that. put out there.
No, I just use my Formula Fin one
Super.
these days.
And then we also have Amber and Orange.
that is me.
You'll find Amber on TikTok under Amber and Orange, and you'll find the wee guy there as the cadet marshal.
The
Or-
wee guy.
Aye, the wee guy.
Man. I'm not wee.
The youngest,
Also
the
known-
I'm
youngest.
just the wee one.
Aye, and I'm
You're
sure
12, so
I'm
I'm
sure
not
at some
12,
point
I'm
he
15,
will. I'm sure at some point he will be changing his name to the Crash Supervisor. So if you don't already, please go into the Spotify podcast, Amazon podcast, Apple podcast, anywhere that you listen to your podcasts online. There is a whole load of them out there that I didn't realize we get pushed to. So it is out there. And this video will be live on YouTube Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Which Saturday? We're not sure of yet. Either be this Saturday or next Saturday. Not sure. But
Next
for those of you who subscribe, you will have seen this live. Hopefully. Oh, we're sitting with a couple people watching now. We've actually got 2 people watching now. There was more than that, Elliot. There was more than that before, but it's down to 2 now. They must know we're getting towards the end.
I
No.
was on it earlier.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Finn. Much appreciated. And we
Thank
will
you,
see
John.
you next time. Bye bye.
Bye, buddy.